significant and what it stands for. With that, will Mike Trudeau want to lead us off?
Hey, Coop,
Michael,
congratulations.
you're looking a lot older.
That's fair. That's true. Coop, for so many years, we've heard a lot from your former teammates, Magic, Kareem, and Worthy, and Michael, kind of on your behalf, speaking about how great you were. Don't forget about Michael Cooper. How much has that meant to you over the years, and how much do you think about that on the night now that you're going to be honored here in front of the Los Angeles Lakers?
Well, it meant a lot because it means I was doing my job on the court. Those were some great players in their own, and for them to kind of single me out that I was equal to them was very gratifying. This is so overwhelming to me because I never expected this at all. I've always played this game for the love of the game and for the team and winning championships. And so tonight is, to me, more special than the Hall of Fame. But both of them are equally important.
All right, on your left, Coop.
Coop Dawick of the LA Times, congratulations.
Thank you.
Kind of along those lines, your game was for the betterment of others, the dirty work, different things like that. You played around with massive stars, and you've been here to celebrate them. What's it like having them here for you to celebrate the things that you did?
Well, that's what we've always been about. Lakers is always about a team, and I think our run through the 80s, all the players that I've had opportunity to play with have stayed connected. So for us, it's really special to have all the guys that come out and support, and anything that we all do, we all try to be there for one another. So that just exemplifies what we were practicing and preaching back then, is that teams win championships. And if you stay together, good things will happen for you.
Do you think it'll be strange to be the center of attention in that way?
Yeah, for this moment, but my sticking point with the Lakers was always going to be my defense. And when I first joined this team, Jerry West told me, he said, "Coop, I got Jamal Wilkes, Norm Nixon, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Not enough shots for you, so you got to play defense." And that's what I tried to do, and I did it to the best of my ability. And we kind of became like the defensive captain of the team. So for me, holding other players accountable, as well as them holding me accountable on offensive end, it made a great package that we had.
Dave on the right.
Coop, congratulations, Dave.
Thank you.
ESPN, of course. The fact that you guys as a group have now had the reunion in Hawaii, you guys obviously got together in Springfield to honor yourself. What about this honor at this stage of your life, having a chance to reflect on that Showtime era, has allowed you to appreciate it in a way that maybe you wouldn't have had this happened a decade prior?
Very much so, and I just, like I said, I've always tried to play the game the right way. And it's such a good feeling that people recognize that. Although I've always been on a team with a lot of mega stars, so sometimes I got overshadowed, but that didn't bother me because it was about the body of work that we put together, winning championships. So for my turn to come to the plate and step up here and be on the podium by myself with everybody looking is very, very good. Because again, like I said, this came out of nowhere, and usually you had to have been top 10 scorer, you had to be a certain amount of all-star games, and for that never to happen for me, and still be able to get this glamorous night. Like I said, it's almost speechless. It's going to be very, very difficult to talk out there tonight because, again, I think the fans understood and felt who I was about, and I think they appreciated that, and I'm going to appreciate them tonight.
Right here on the left.
Congratulations, Mark Medina, sports kid at Athlon Sports. In light of Larry Bird often saying that you were his toughest defensive defender, what were your favorite stories that came out of that match over the years?
I think just the old saying, you've probably heard this before, that iron sharpens iron. And I think the best story that came out of that is the Boston Celtics actually made us a better basketball team and made us better individuals for the matchups we had to deal with. Mine was always Larry Bird. We had to take care of Dennis Johnson, Robert Parrish. So each one of us had to really stay focused. So to play the Celtics, and we understood in 1984 the way the game had to be played to be won. And then they come back the next year with that clothesline of Kurt Rambis, that set a whole new standard for us. So that really opened our eyes to it, and we were able to overcome and be the first team to win the championship against the Celtics. And that's the one we cherish the most. But yeah, Celtics were a team that you had to put yourself on that level, and we finally achieved that. It was very gratifying.
Right here on the right.
Edwin Garcia, Silver Spoon Road. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
You already mentioned it today. Basketball is such a team sport. It's everyone versus an individual, and taking that away for the betterment of the team. However, today is a celebration of yourself. I wanted to ask you, of all the big plays you had in your career, what's the one that best exemplifies who you were as a player?
I think Chip Hearn pointed the best. Before I came into the league, it was called the alley-oop. And when I came into the league, it turned into the Cooper Loop. And that's probably the one play that really exemplifies or identifies me and separates me from the sky hook, the magic hook passes. And that's one I'm very proud of because it's an offensive thing. But to keep that defensive mentality was really special to me. So those two would be it. But it was always about defense for me for our team.
Front row, the white.
Kobe Price, SoCal Institute. First off, congratulations on the honor. Obviously, this has been in the works for a while now, but there's the recent tragedies with the fires. How's that, I guess, sat with you in terms of how you've been able to reflect on your own achievement, but also, you're a local kid, grew up here, played here, coached here. How's that kind of sat with you as you reflected on your own?
Well, it's been kind of a happy, sad moment for me because, again, the areas that were affected, I'm from Pasadena, Altadena, and a lot of the landmarks, a couple of middle schools that I went to, those are all gone now. So tonight, I'm going to enjoy it, but with a heavy heart because so many people lost so many things that night. But again, it's a night to enjoy, and through tragedy, triumph comes sometimes. And, triumph for me is having that jersey go up in the rafters, but still, again, mixed emotions with that. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited.
On the left, Trevor.
Congratulations, Coop. Yovan Buha, The Athletic. You've been a Laker and part of the Laker family for around 4 decades now. What has it meant to be a Laker through these past?
It means
4
everything.
years?
The Lakers have almost taken over as your own blood family, and I've been with the Lakers for over 45 years, and as a player for 12, and then in the front office and moving around, coaching and different things like that. So it's really, really special. And the one thing that we put together, he just mentioned it a little while ago, was the reunion. Coach Riley, Magic, and Jeannie Buss got together and brought something very, very special that we're the only team to ever do that. To have 45 people, former players that have won a championship through our 12 years with the Los Angeles Lakers to come. And that shows you what it's about. Dr. Buss wanted the Lakers to be a family atmosphere, and that's what he developed. And not only the family includes the players, but it includes our fans. So for this to be happening, and again, to break a record for when I got inducted to the Hall of Fame, I had the most former teammates come. That was really special to me. And then we just continue to tribute, and we just gonna always support one another throughout this whole process.
All right, we got another 1 or 2. That's your delegate.
Coop, just your 5 championships, every single one takes something different. And how did you, throughout the course of your kind of gauge that? All right, this year I need to focus a little bit more on this part of my game. This year the team needs this a little more. How did you find a way to be a key piece in all of that winning across all of the different seasons?
Well, that kind of developed from our coach, Pat Riley, would sit down with us at the end of the season and map out a little scope for us for what we wanted to, he wanted us to accomplish as an individual. But then you realize what you had to do. And for me, it would be a little bit more offensive minded. For some people, it would be a little bit more in condition. So we always had that going, and I think we held each other accountable for that action. So every year, I tried to get better at something, be a better ball handler, be a better rebounder. And everybody took that to heart and worked on that and came back, and that's why every year, or every championship year, we were a different team enabling us to win it.
There was the game 2 where you hit the 5 threes in the finals? That of course.
6.
My bad. Thank you. 6, a record for a long time, right? How about just that?
Well, Mike, really, it's still a record because when I was shooting it was a man shot, and now they don't move the 3-point in. But we won't go that far.
Okay, touche. So you developed the shooting, Coop, and then at the same time, what do you feel like made you such an impactful defender? What were the things, the tenacity, the competitiveness? What were the things that allowed you to find the other guy in the team that you needed to try to shut down?
Well, what made me an impactful shooter was that they were backing off him. And I remember playing Boston Celtics one time, and they put Larry on me because I was supposed to be the weakest offensive player. As soon as I touched the ball, he dropped 5 feet off, and he would say, "Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it." And I took that a slap in the face, so I started hitting shots. So after I hit 3 or 4 shots, I said, you better get your ass out here. I'm hot. But being a defensive player is defense wins championships. And when you, through the Showtime era, a lot of people just see us as an offensive juggernaut. But we were a very, very good defensive team, and we made the commitment to come out. The uniqueness about the NBA is you don't have to shut everybody down. You have to shut that 1 or 2 players down. And I was able to contain Larry, myself, with James Worthy and Jamal Wilt, and then we had to work on Robert Parrish. So that required for us to take a lot of watching video, understanding, and that's where Pat Riley was so influential in our progression as a team defensively, because he would break down the videos, give it that, Coop, I need you to watch this, but you can also do a little bit more.
Last question right here in the center.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Swanson with the SoCal Newsroom. You mentioned that this honor means as much, if not more, than the Hall of Fame honor. And maybe that's self-explanatory, but I wonder if you would expound and tell us why.
Because it's Lakers. This is hometown. The Hall of Fame is something unique in itself, and again, it's a big cast of characters there. But this event here is about the people that you played with, you went to work with, you fought with, you prepared with, and you have love for. And I have love for all the people in the Hall of Fame, but this is a certain kind of love. And again, this one came out of nowhere. The Hall of Fame, I had been hearing a little bit, if I got on the ballot, that may happen, and eventually you can get on. So I knew there was a good possibility somewhere down the road that I would make that, but this one here, so for some of the criteria that's set, as far as being an all-star at least once or twice and other things, and then for this to happen and me never accomplish being an all-star or a top 10, 15 scorer, this one is really, really special because it's about the people that loved us, enjoyed us, and cheered for us.
All right, thanks.